If you follow the order from your national director, you are damaged. I didn't give you opportunity to talk. Please keep polite for me. I still talking. Listen. I still keep talking to everybody. Why you stand up to talk to me?
Platform for our voice, and no one can shut our voice, and no one will do that to me. And I don't have a problem with any one of you. You have my respect, and I love your country. But the way that he treats me without any reason, just because he...
If anyone not comfortable, if anyone affect, I do apologize.
Under the golden lights of Bangkok, the air was thick with anticipation. Cameras rolled, crowns glistened, and dreams soared high as the world's most graceful women gathered for the Miss Universe 2025 pre-event, the sash ceremony. But no one knew that within minutes, that stage of elegance would turn into the ground zero of a global revolt. Tonight, on Mr. Darkman TV, hosted by Zainab Sabir, we uncover the shocking, emotional, and deeply human story behind the mass Miss Universe walkout. The day beauty queens from around the world rose together, not for fame or glory, but for friendship, respect, and the power of women's voices. This is not a story of crowns or competition. This is a story of courage, love, and unity. And before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mr. Darkman TV, because tonight we are peeling back the glitter to reveal the truth. It all began on November 4th during what was supposed to be a peaceful sash ceremony at the Miss Universe Delegates Hotel in Bangkok, Thailand. The Vice President for Asia and Oceania of the Miss Universe organization, Nawat Itsaragrisil, stood before dozens of contestants. Tension quietly rippled through the room as he called upon Miss Mexico Fátima Bosch to stand up. She looked confused, unaware of what was about to unfold. In front of cameras, broadcasting live on the Miss Universe Thailand Facebook page, Nawat began to question her absence from a sponsor shoot earlier that day. The atmosphere shifted. Contestants glanced at one another nervously. Then came the moment that would ignite a revolution. Nawat, visibly agitated, called her a dummy. The word hung in the air like poison. Bosch, poised yet hurt, replied softly, "You are not respecting me as a woman. I am a representative of my country, and your problems have nothing to do with me." It was the kind of silence that follows an explosion, the kind that changes everything. In that instant, something remarkable happened. One by one, the women began to rise. The reigning Miss Universe, Kjær Theilvig, quietly removed her sash and walked out. Soon after, Miss Armenia, Miss Canada, Miss Palestine, Miss Bahamas, Miss Spain, Miss Belize, Miss Bolivia, and others followed. It wasn't chaos, it was solidarity. The hall that once echoed with applause now trembled with the sound of high heels walking out in unity. Some contestants wept, their mascara mixing with tears of disbelief. As Bosch was escorted out by security, dozens of contestants joined her, creating one of the most unforgettable moments in pageant history. it wasn't about crowns anymore. It was about conscience. Inside sources later revealed that Maria Jose from the Miss Universe organization leave. She reportedly felt that what was happening had crossed a line, that it was becoming humiliating and unprofessional. If there was a misunderstanding, she said, it should have been handled privately, not in front of everyone. Those words became the moral compass of that day. Contestants from across the world, who barely knew each other's languages, found a shared understanding. Respect is universal. As emotions ran high, even those who stayed behind were left shaken, explaining later that they did not wish to take sides, but were deeply disturbed by what they had witnessed. Outside the hall, Miss Mexico stood surrounded by her fellow contestants. Cameras flashed, reporters crowded around, and Bosch, her voice trembling but strong, said, "I really love Thailand. I respect everyone." But what the director just did was disrespectful. He called me dumb because he has issues with the organization. Her statement, broadcast globally, struck a chord with millions. Across social media, fans called it the most empowering act in Miss Universe history. Hashtags like Stand with Mexico and hashtag Beauty for Dignity began trending. It wasn't just a beauty pageant anymore. It was a movement. Even the reigning Miss Universe, Victoria Theilvig, spoke out, her words cutting through the noise. "This is about women's rights," she said, tears in her eyes. "We have respect for everyone, but this is not how things can be handled. To trash another girl, it's beyond disrespectful. That's why I'm taking my coat and I'm going." In those few words, Victoria turned from a queen of beauty to a queen of empathy. Her stand inspired others. Miss Universe Mexico issued an official statement saying, "No woman on any stage deserves to be insulted or humiliated. Today and always, Mexico stands with Fatima. Your strength, your class, and your voice represent the best of our nation." Around the world, former contestants, feminists, and fans echoed a single sentiment. Empowerment is not a slogan, it's a right. The pressure on the Miss Universe organization mounted quickly. Within hours, the president of Miss Universe, Raul Roca Canto, condemned Nawat's behavior as insulting and intimidating. He was swiftly removed from further participation in the competition, and a new CEO, Mario Bocaro, was dispatched to Thailand to oversee operations. But the damage had been done. The world had seen what happened. The glitter had cracked, revealing something far more real: the vulnerability, strength, and solidarity of women who refused to stay silent. Later, Nawat apologized during a live stream, his voice subdued. "If anyone not comfortable, if anyone affected, I do apologize," he said. But by then, the apology felt too late. The women had already written their own history, one not scripted by organizers, but written by courage, behind the glamour. The story revealed a deeper fracture in the pageant world, a culture that sometimes prioritizes showmanship over sensitivity. Insiders admitted that the organization had long struggled with internal tensions, with directors pressuring contestants under the guise of professionalism. But this time, the contestants didn't bend. They stood shoulder to shoulder, proving that friendship can exist even in competition. "We may come from different countries," one contestant later said, "but that day we spoke one language: respect." It was that simple truth that transformed a pageant scandal into a story of hope. By nightfall, the world's media had declared it a history-making act of empowerment. Social platforms filled with clips of the walkout, and millions applauded the contestants' unity. Miss Mexico herself posted later, "The world needs to see this because no one can silence our voices. We are empowered women." Even Nawat's harshest critics acknowledged that his public apology, though late, might mark a turning point in how global events like Miss Universe treat their delegates. The Miss Universe organization promised a renewed focus on respect, inclusion, and the values that truly define its legacy. But the real legacy was already alive in the hearts of those women who stood together that day. And as the countdown to the Miss Universe 2025 grand finale on November 20 continues, one thing is certain. No matter who takes home the crown, the most important victory has already been won. It's the victory of friendship over fear, dignity over dominance, and love over humiliation. Because sometimes the most beautiful thing a woman can wear is her self-respect. This has been Mr. Darkman TV, with me, Zainab Sabir. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful investigations and true stories from around the world. Until next time, stay aware, stay kind, and never be afraid to stand up for what's right.